It is a Colorado morning here at Schumacher Chevrolet. We have an LT and two Z71 Colorados being delivered all this morning, but one of them is a strange, funny story in which I'm going to share with you now. And the story has nothing to do with this first Colorado that I'm just spinning around here. I just want to get it in position. This customer is going to be picking this vehicle up today around 1 o'clock, 1:30. I just noticed now I do actually have to bring it for gas. And this is their 7th vehicle that they bought from me over the years. And I wrote them down on a Post-it so I can show you the repeat business that we've had from this great client. They have purchased from me a 2011 Equinox, a 2012 Colorado, a 2016 Equinox, a 2019 Traverse, a 2019 Colorado, which is actually being traded in for this one here, 2017 Chevy Cruze, and yes, this is the 7th vehicle, a 2024 Chevrolet Colorado Z71. Beautiful truck. We got a bunch of these in the last couple, weeks, I would say, maybe like 5 or 6 of them, and so far everyone's loving them. We're getting them on the road, and we wish we can get more because it's been a pretty popular truck. It's just we haven't been able to get as many as we would like. Now, to the funny, strange story that took place this morning in regards to this white Z71 Colorado. I'm actually going to put the window sticker back on it for now because although it was just sold this morning and it is actually approved for financing, it's currently insured. We did the OnStar. The truck may not go. Now you may be asking yourself, what do you mean? Why would you have the vehicle sold, approved, insured, ready to go, cleaned, detailed? It just needs gas, which I was gonna do, but it not being delivered to the client. And to that answer, I have no clue. This is just one of the weird things that sometimes happens in the car business. So a gentleman came in this morning. He wanted to specifically look for a Z71 Colorado. We had this one here. I brought it up front. He drove it just in the parking lot. He kind of looped around like I'm doing right now. He didn't want to take it any further than that. I told him I could put a plate on it, you can go out, whatever. He said, no, just around the lot would be fine. So he took it for the quick ride. He pulled it up front and he jumped out of the truck and said, yeah, this will work, I'll take it. Super easy. I'm talking within 30 to 50 seconds of him getting in the truck, driving around a lot and coming back, he decided he wanted to buy the car. Truck. All well and good on my end. Let's just start collecting information. So I get licensed, I need your insurance. Are you gonna buy it outright? Are you gonna finance? Turns out he wants to just pay for it. He's got a personal check. We're not gonna take a personal check. We're gonna need a bank check, or you can finance. They even have 1.9% for 36 months. If you want, you can take advantage of that. Keep your money in the bank where it's probably earning more than that and take advantage of the low rate. He says, sure thing, he'll do that. We're inside. I collect what I need. He fills out the credit application. I bring the car into the shop to get the pre-delivery inspection done because it just came in. In fact, this truck still needs a set of side steps, black emblems, and a drop-in bed liner, which haven't even been dropped off yet. Those are dealer installed options that aren't here. So he was gonna have to probably come back to get that done. That didn't even come up yet at this point in the story. And I should also mention, the guy actually came from what I would estimate to be at least an hour and a half away, and he came in on a motorcycle. Now, he said his vehicle was carjacked, which is very unfortunate. And he seemed slightly shooken up or slightly off, maybe because of that situation. He also did not have a cell phone. He has a cell phone number, and when you call that number, it goes straight to voicemail, but he said he lost and doesn't have the phone. So I'm thinking maybe the phone was in the truck when he was carjacked. Again, just a couple of weird things that, you start to think, is there anything up here? But everything was moving along perfectly. To make this long story short, as I was getting things ready, I had looked outside the window at one point. He was outside just kind of sipping on a soda, a bottle of Coca-Cola that he had there. And I'm thinking, okay, cool, he's waiting there. We're almost done with the approval. We'll get him in, we'll start signing all the paperwork. I went to the office, dropped something off, came back up front, and I heard a motorcycle leaving the dealership. And then when the motorcycle noise prompted me to think, wait a minute, who's leaving a dealership on a motorcycle? Is that my customer? Because his motorcycle was parked right here. His motorcycle was gone. And we have yet to see him since. It's been now about an hour and a half since he left. We, again, tried to call the phone number, but it just goes straight to voicemail because he doesn't have a physical phone at the moment. So we don't know if he's gonna come back, but we're prepared if he does. I'm driving to Colorado over to the gas station, and I gotta tell you, the Colorado with the 2.7 Turbo Max engine, 310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque, this truck, I mean, it linked up with an 8-speed automatic transmission, this is a torquey truck. It gets up and it launches quick with very little effort, very little pedal travel. Now, I'm just obviously driving to the gas station. We're driving like a mile here, not even, half a mile there, half a mile back, but they really do feel great. I would love to get more of these in, like I mentioned earlier, and actually have one here, which I should do like a video on an actual drive, like a longer drive, because the new interior layout, like this whole truck changed for 2023, and then with everything going on in the world and microchip shortages and things like that, it just seems like we got so few of this brand new Colorado, and it's very impressive. I mean, the seating material looks nice. The Z71 here with the trim looks real good. All the screen layouts that you can have here, where you can have different speedometer screens, you can have your you know, your trip odometer, your radio. There's one I want to show you here, which is like the grade tilt indicator. You can do Google Maps on the screen. I think it's this next one. Look at this, like, look how cool this is as I pull into the gas station. Not like I didn't block the whole screen with the steering wheel. We're just here to fill this up, and like I said, my 7-time repeat customer will be here to pick the vehicle up shortly. It is currently now 1:13, and my other customer did not come back as of yet. Can you fill it regular? Thanks. Just effortless acceleration, and it even has a little bit of that turbo spool, just to let you know that it's a Turbo Max 2.7 liter 4-cylinder with a turbo. I'm impressed. I think it's really nice. I know my customer is going to love it as well. Like I said, 7th vehicle in a row from me, all Chevrolets. Going back to the center screen here with this button on the steering wheel, you could adjust the different screens depending on what you want to see. So there's a lot of different options. That had your safety assist. This is like a really like blank, more of a simple screen. Here's your layout with trip odometer. And if I was to put the radio on, let's just go to Sirius XM. Listen now, pick a station. You'll see your station there on the right-hand side. You also have another one with your speedometer on the left, tachometer on the right, Google Maps, like we mentioned earlier, and then back to this cool grade tilt indicator. Shows you what transfer case, your steering angle. So if I was to turn the wheel right now, whoops, get rid of the radio there, you can see we're at a 22-degree steering angle. Pretty cool, neat stuff. If you know the parameters of what this truck can do as far as like pitch and roll and stuff like that, and you're off-road, you'll have a good idea whether the truck is capable of handling what you're asking it to do based on those parameters. So very valuable information if you're off-roading. Another highlight I like on the wireless charging pad, that little camo pattern, pretty cool little touch. It's in the cup holders. It's also in the door pockets on each side. So just a nice little touch. Again, giving you that off-road type of look. Now, what I generally do when I have a delivery and I'm ready to go, like there's some arm roller or something on the steering wheel here, so I'll wipe that down. The back window, it looks like the one slider part has some water dots and spots on it. We'll get that off. We just make sure the truck looks as best as possible. It's 4:41, safe to say the Colorado guy's not coming back. I put the truck back in inventory. I went online, I canceled the OnStar enrollment that we did. Funny enough, there was a possible sighting of this gentleman at one of our other locations, that he possibly went there, got off his bike, sat in a car that was on the lot for a little bit and left. So I don't know what's up with that situation, but what I thought would be a deal turned out to be no deal. In other news, I have a customer coming in to check out this Buick today. They purchased this vehicle on Saturday, but we had this in one of our other stores. They wanted to take a look at this, so now at least I have them side by side. They should be here a little after 5 o'clock to compare the two and maybe narrow it down to one or the other. And I just got off the phone with another gentleman who wants to see an Equinox all-wheel drive with the convenience package, which I have right here in black. Just putting eyes on it to make sure it's here, and it is. So he's on the train coming back from work. Once he gets back to the train station, he's going to drive over here, stop over, and check out this Equinox. He is also a previous customer of mine, but he hasn't bought a vehicle in quite some time. It was an older Tahoe. I'm thinking maybe at least 10 years ago that he bought something from me. But in any event, we're doing what we can to try to put deals on the road. July 1st, new month, we're going to get started. off on the right foot.